are special brake pads. These are called full use ultra stop disc pads. I mean, look at the grip those things have on there. Alexa, what's the temperature today?
Right now, it's 9 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 19 degrees.
Yeah, that's nice. If you live in New England and you don't want your eyeballs to like freeze over, you gotta wear something like this. Big Black is definitely feeling some turbo actuation this morning. Right, so I am literally going to do this off the, what do they call it? They call it off the cuff. I've never actually had an interaction with AMain other than like through email, because obviously I just had that issue with the Big Rock. I'm going to contact AMain. I'm going to see like about their warranty department, and I'm going to like literally go through the steps like right now. Like, I mean, I've never done this before. So I'm literally going to use my phone to ask what the phone number for AMain is. Telephone number for AMain Hobbies.
The phone number for AMain Hobbies Chico store is 530-894-0796.
Chico store? What the heck is that? I don't know what that means. What does Chico store mean? Contact them. I don't know. I don't know what Chico store means. I'm going to log into my own account, sign in, you can see my orders, order details. Is there a way to contact AMain through this? Company info. There's resources and support. Click that. Nope. Customer service. There we go. Contact us. Web store is open 24 hours a day. Reasons for inquiry. I'm not a robot. Telephone number toll free. 1-800-705-2215. So I'm going to call that right now. Stop doing like the wrong number. Leave it on speaker.
Thank you for calling AMain Sports and Hobbies. This call may be monitored for quality assurance purposes. If you know the 4-digit extension of the person you are trying to reach, please enter it now. Otherwise, please remain on the line for the next available representative.
That's a riot. That's literally the guy from the videos. That's funny. So we'll wait on here. Oh, horrible music. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to have my order, like, open and ready to rip. I'm going to have my order ready to rip. Oh, isn't that nice? That makes things crystal clear now. This could be a long wait. When I look at the price of this thing, if you don't buy one of these Big Rocks, there's something wrong with you. I'm literally looking at the price I paid. If you don't buy one, I don't know. Just buy one. You'll have a blast. But let's see. Let's see what the AMain warranty customer service support is like. Pretty important. This call may be recorded for quality assurance. Gotta laugh, right? Hey, if I provided a little bit of laugh, that's the whole point. All right. I think I'll just speed up to the next clip for you. As soon as they come back on, we'll be back on. Those motor wires chafing shouldn't be my fault, right? I don't even know why I'm doing this. I think it's funny. Let's see if my first experience with AMain is a good one. Be like if I bought a car or a truck and under I don't know, within the first year, the engine wiring harnesses, Ford 6.0, the engine wiring harnesses start arcing against each other. And it has nothing to do with mice either. Hey, Josh.
Hey, how you doing?
Very good. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing great, thanks. What can I do for you?
So I have a ARRMA Big Rock that I ordered from you guys on December 22nd. Would you like the order number?
Oh, sure, yeah, whenever ready. 4590, okay. Yeah, I got it pulled up right here.
What's the warranty on this thing?
Yeah, so if I'm remembering correctly, and let me pull it up just to make sure, I think that we have a 2-year warranty with ARRMA.
Right.
Regarding ARRMA, we can usually send out parts.
Right.
So if the ESC is defective, or if the motor brakes, or anything in the transmission, etc., axles,
right.
Wheels, yeah. Basically, if you don't want to do the whole kit swap out, we can take care of it.
Okay.
As soon as it goes to the ESC and the motor are both fried, and the wheels are broken or something crazy like that,
right.
we can just go ahead and go directly through ARRMA.
Right.
And they usually just do a kit swap out for you.
All right. So right now, what I discovered is I took the car out today, and I did a couple of jumps with it, and it started cogging. So initially I thought, maybe it was I don't know, maybe there was moisture or something in there. It wasn't that. I pulled the cover off. I disconnected it, obviously. I actually swapped out a different motor just because I was curious to see if, like, I burned out the other motor. So I had a 2200 kV motor, just quickly hooked it up to see if it was doing the same thing, and I believe the ESC is burned out. The only reason why I say that is when I turned the wires over to the back side, 2 wires apparently had chafed together.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
So right where the connectors are, the wires chafed, and obviously must have fried the ESC.
Yeah, where the connectors are, I got you.
I'm just curious, because this is my first experience with AMain. I switched over from because I was done being played around with through their warranty department. And I figured, you know what? I'll switch to AMain, and AMain's like literally my go-to now.
Hey, well, thank you very much. Yeah. What I can do is I'm relatively familiar with ARRMAs, but not too much so.
Right.
I'm imagining, like you said, probably is the ESC.
Right.
Sounds like it probably is kind of an issue. And you said you did swap over the motor, and it was still giving you the same issue, right?
Same cogging issue, right.
Okay, yeah, it's not, to me, I mean, it sounds just like the ESC. Usually I have to pass on to a tech just to okay it, and I'll do that in this case if that's okay. Usually like June, Corey, Evan, see one of the guys here.
Right.
Usually the guys to go on there. Now I'm looking at the callback sheet. It doesn't look too full. There's only 2 people ahead of you here.
Right.
Would it be okay if I have one of them just give you a ring right back?
Absolutely.
Sounds great. Awesome. Well, I'll go ahead. I can just give you a call right back, and we should be able to go from there. But like I said, we handle the warranties for up to 2 years, and obviously you're well within that warranty period. So you're all good to go.
Now, I'm going to tell you something right off. Right away, communicating with you, your whole positive attitude is such a, like, huge change from dealing with the other company.
Oh, yeah. No, I always try. I know, yeah, it's kind of difficult, especially. I know manufacturers especially, it seems like I know that they're not really in it for the customer service game, but it's still, it's kind of disheartening, especially like, Hobby Wing.
Right.
I know that they make excellent products, but yeah, it's kind of difficult talking to them. For sure. Yeah, well, I'll go ahead and I will set up the callback.
That number's fine, yep.
Awesome. Hey, sounds great. Well, I will go ahead and I will reach out to one of the techs here and I'll give you a call right back.
All right, thank you.
Hey, my pleasure. You have a good rest of your day. Okay,
You too. All right, so granted, it's going to be a callback, and obviously I did blip out some of the information because there was obviously personal information that kind of like went back and forth a little bit. But I'll tell you right now, like, I mean, sometimes it is good to, like, if you've got a YouTube channel, you never know nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So far, 2-year warranty, like, and that's just like, God, I don't even get like that response from the other company that I used to do business with, which I guess you guys maybe should have handled the situation in a better way. I mean, come on. Just because I was one of the first guys to break an axle, you lost my business, and that's how it rolls. I will pick up on this, thing. I will pick up on this when I get a call back. Obviously, like I said, they're going to be calling me back on my home phone. Shouldn't have a connectivity issue down here, but I'm obviously going to have this, like in my pocket kind of thing. So anyways, I'm out. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not out. I can't take the big rock out now. I guess that's the reason why to go ahead and put a 4S system into the big rock. So anyways, like I said, hopefully I'll be in the right situation. We'll pick this right back up as soon as they call, and then we'll figure out how it goes. So yeah, I'll see you in a few. Alexa, what's the temperature today?
Right now, it's 9 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 19 degrees.
Guess that's the consensus. What are we looking at for temps here? So we've got an external temp of 11 degrees. Granted, that's probably registering a little bit of truck. Big Black is always getting the great mileage in the morning on warm-up. 6.6 miles per gallon. They do say, don't leave home without it. But, yeah, not right now. I don't need to be carrying that 900-pound beast everywhere just wasting gas. I mean, look at that. We're dropping 6.4 miles per gallon. These designs are literally on the inside of my truck. What the heck is inside my truck? Making all these designs here. What is this? See how that makes it look like I got a cracked windshield or something? What is all this crap? Like, seriously, I know that this is kind of blown out, but I mean, dude, I'd love to use that pattern for my Tesla Cybertruck. Have some kind of a pattern made for my front driver's side Driver's side door. I mean, look at this. What is this? This is on the inside of my truck. That's messed up. Sometimes you do have to kind of like work in weather like this when you're what's called a backyard mechanic. Or sometimes people just want to call you, a parts replacement kind of guy. Well, anyways, I bet you didn't know. Yeah, I bet you didn't know. So, got a piece of power stop on there, replacing a piece of power stop. This is literally just a, this is literally one of those ones that just, the snow is coming and we had to go ahead and get rid of this set of what's called in New England, right? So these are the special brake pads. These are called full use ultra stop disc pads. I mean, look at the grip those things have on there. So anyways, I'm out. You should get out too. And like I always say, just get out there and rip it. What ended up happening is on the third time, it completely stopped and it started cogging. So I brought it over to my bench, took the cover off, hooked up another motor to it just to see if it was like, if the motor crapped out on me or if it was the ESC, you know, displaying a fault. Ended up being the motor that I hooked up, did the same exact cogging issue, pulled the wires out of the, you know how they're like crimped and pulled down next to the motor? Two of the wires chafed together. So the material that covers the wires, I think it was like yellow and the, whatever it is, the yellow and the other color there. They obviously were chafing and they arced. So obviously each landing that it did, it must have been arcing and then not, you know, me just not even knowing, so. Whatever the big rock comes with.
VLX-100. Okay, what I can do, because we don't have it in stock, you have to order it from ARRMA, 2 to 3 days.
Right.
If you're okay with that, I can set up a back order, or I don't know if you've already contacted Horizon Direct or ARRMA.
Well, I'm done with Horizon, honestly. The way they handle I'm choosing you guys over them, and I know they own ARRMA, so you guys have my business now, not Horizon or Tower Hobbies, so.
Gotcha. Well, what we'll do is we'll set up the first 30 days or so, we're very, Horizon's very easy to work with.
Right.
And take care of that, but, after 30 days, warranty's direct through them, so this sets up. But I can set up a back order for that VLX-100 as soon as that is in. We'll go ahead and ship it to you.
Right. Now, what are we looking at as far as, now how long have I had this? I ordered it on December 20th, right?
You're good, man. I'll take care of you.
Okay. Now, see, all right, so this is what I'm getting at. So you don't know who I am, but this is what I'm getting at. Your guys' attitudes are so much better than the other side. And this is why I'm with you guys now. The first guy that I talked to, his attitude was like the best attitude that I've ever heard. The guy was like, "Oh man, this is terrible. We're definitely going to take care of this for you." You know, and it was just like, wow, who did I just contact? Oh yeah, that's right, AMain.
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, most of us here, I mean, well, not most of us, but, a lot of us are involved in the hobby at one point in time, or
right.
In the hobby. So we understood that part. Now, there are some restrictions out there depending on the manufacturer. That's a given, right? So,
right.
Like, for example, like Castle or any of the ESC companies out there, they want you to take care of, we can't touch them. And
right.
That's the bottom line. Horizon, on the other hand, I know they're bigger now. They're huge, so I'm not sure who you spoke with or whatnot, but, because I call them too. And,
right.
A lot of times I get a positive response from these guys.
Right. But don't forget, though, now, are you contacting them as a consumer, or are you contacting them as AMain?
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm contacting them as AMain. I have to.
See, that's the difference. That's the difference.
That's probably the difference. You're
right.
Now, next time I'll be incognito. I'll call from my cell phone and ask for them. But
right.
I've never call them in behalf of myself.
Right.
But I'll probably do that. But I've heard good things and bad things. But generally speaking, they're usually pretty good. So
right.
Not a bad taste in your mouth, but man, we got our business.
Right.
That's all that matters.
And that's the whole point. To have a positive experience from AMain, I feel slighted by Horizon just a little bit because of the, I got to be careful with what I say, like on camera with the that I've spent over the past couple of years. And then I think what broke it for me was I had the laser nut, right? And I was one of the first breakages of the front CVD axle. And having a YouTube channel, I record everything that I do. So I told the guy, I'm like, literally, like, guy, I'm like, if you go check my channel, you'll see this is the first time I took this out. And I said, you're telling me that a 3 to 5 foot jump, that is my fault that axle broke? And I said, I'll even send you right to the exact timestamp so you can see where it broke. And the guy, was, well, you did jump it. And I said, well, wait a minute. The commercial for this vehicle that you guys put out for the laser nut is jumping a laser nut. So are you saying that I'm not supposed to jump this vehicle? You know what I mean? And the guy he kind of choked up a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I was like, your video point blank says it can jump a laser nut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they literally wouldn't budge on a $14 item. And I just went, you know what? I just went, I've been with you guys for how long? I mean, go look at the backlog, go check. And they even lost orders because of their computer change out. And I know stuff happens, but still, you know what I mean? It's not a joke when, especially nowadays. It's crazy, dude.
Our general rule here, Ken, to be honest with you, if we can afford it, if it's a $20 part, don't sweat it.
Right. Right. It was a $12 item.
Yeah,
Right.
and believe me, there's people out there that would nickel and dime us and stuff like that, or there's people out there who would just, we place notes in our account, so we know who are those repeat offenders.
Exactly.
That would just take advantage of it.
Exactly.
That's that. But if once in a while you get some issues, that's okay.
Right.
At least for us. So
right.
I don't want to speak example of Verizon, but
no, I know. You got to be careful with what you say too.
Yeah, and to be honest with you too, we can't please everybody, man.
No.
I'm on the call all day long. There's just people out there just grumpy. I don't know what happened before the conversation, took place and whatnot. But generally speaking, I've been working here for 10 years.
Right.
And I'm still here. Of course, in a good way.
Right. Even myself, I've been in business since 1997 for myself, and I know exactly where you're coming from as far as you can't please everybody. But, when it comes down to something that you end up finding out is a warranted item after the fact, and they never reach back out to you and say, hey, like what you're saying is you guys take the notes. So if you guys saw that I called and I had a legitimate warranty in my mind at the time, but you guys denied it, and then later all of a sudden it's turned around, which was what happened, and then for basically just not, to turn a blind eye towards me, that was just like, that was it. That was the last straw.
Ultimately, we'd like to take care of our customers, but, there's sometimes when they're just tied in. One thing I've done right now, I don't know if you've seen your email, Tim, but the back order request has been set. And then let us know once you receive that ESC, once everything's fine, and, if everything's correct and it works just fine, let us know, because we need that ESC, the defective ESC back from
Right, no, I know. No, I know.
Refund, basically, from
right.
Verizon.
Right, no, I'm aware of that. Yep.
So let us know so we can make arrangements for that to get returned. As soon as you've already, received and installed and made the swap for it.
Right.
Hopefully that should be that should fix the issue.
Right.
All right. And
right.
We're all set for now.
You know what? Thank you very much. You've been a great help.
Man. Have a great day and enjoy the hobby.
You too. Thank you.
Take care, Ken.
All right. Bye now. Now, see right there, the company's name that should remain quiet. I won't defame you, but the company that lost my business, that's how you should have handled it. That right there. That's it. This was my first experience with AMain. They literally called back, half hour later? About that, I think. Half hour later, they call me back, and the guy is literally, no problem. Do you know what I mean? That's how it should have been done. Not just because I was, one of the first ones to break a laser nut axle, and you for to be like, Well, yeah. Do you have a video? Send you the video. And you're like, oh, well, you did jump it. Yeah, I jumped it 3 to 5 feet. But the laser nut video that you guys have out jumps a real laser nut? Yeah, I don't know. So anyways, like I always say, just get out there and rip it. Unfortunately, right now, it looks like, well, maybe fortunately, the Big Rock is going to have to get a, I guess the Big Rock's going to have to get a 4S system. I actually do have a system in mind. Not a 4S system, but it's something that I have on hand. It's called a Max 8. I think that might work. Max 8, I think, is what? 2 to 6S? I'm not putting 6S into that big. It'll blow it apart. But what I will do is explore the option of 4S, maybe with that ESC. We'll see if we've got the room. So anyways, you heard it from me, RC Guy Garage. My first experience with AMain, and it's definitely AMain. You guys get a thumbs up from me right here. So I'm out. You should get out too. And like I always say, hey, with the help of AMain, I'm going to be able to continue to rip it, just like you should. So just get out there and rip it. Alexa, what's the weather report for today?
In Plymouth, there's a winter storm warning in effect until Tuesday, February 2nd, 1 a.m. The current weather is 34 degrees Fahrenheit with snow. Today's forecast has snowy, rainy weather, with a high of 37 degrees and a low of 34 degrees.
Nice. Good stuff right there.
Good things include love and wisdom. Did that answer your question?
No, Alexa, no. Go home.
Thanks for your feedback.
And there you go. Big Black is just ready for another waste of time snowstorm that Mother Nature thinks that they're going to throw at Big Black over here. But Mother Nature ain't got nothing on Big Black. I'm telling you. I should know, because me and Big Black, we got a long history together. And why am I on board so much right now with AMain? Well, let me give you an example right here. See this package right here? What does that say? Chico. I didn't know what Chico was. But 2, yeah, I know my address is gone. 2, RC Guy Garage from AMain Hobbies. You know what, man? This package literally came 2 days ahead of schedule. Why do I pick AMain? There you go. So like I always say, just get out there and rip it. And this video is not to defame, other companies or whatever, or other places you can buy your products from. It's basically just saying this is my literal first single-time experience with AMain. The smoothness, the easiness, the whole everything experience, even the buying experience. I do think their website needs to be tweaked a little bit. That's where sometimes other companies might have a little bit of an over. But either way, still, AMain, you guys are crushing it. So anyways, RC Guy Garage, I'm out. You should get out too and point blank rip it. So I'm going to rip into that box and see what they sent me.
You don't have to go now.